Alright, welcome back to a new game called New Cycle. This game came out last year. It's basically reminded me of playing Frostpunk. You don't know what Frostpunk is? It's basically like this Arctic game where you're surviving the cold and you're living off your coal and your little furnace. This game is a similar aspect of an apocalypse happened and you're trying to rebuild a civilization. Basically, a city builder game, and I have tons of city builder games on my channel. On my account, just building up because I love playing base building, RTS, history, alternate history games. And so I was like, maybe I should go play this game. Now I've played this game before. I already have a whole thing for it, but I don't know if I want to do the sandbox or the campaign. I forgot that this had a campaign. So I looked back to the trailers. I'm like, do I want to do the campaign? There's a lot of scenarios. There's a lot of things that basically just end. There's a lot of end games. Or our sandbox is basically peaceful. It's like creative mode. And the game I played was sandbox, and it was great. I enjoyed sandbox. I didn't have to deal with all this nonsense. So I don't know if I want to do campaign or sandbox. Just try the game, show you guys what it is. I guess for video-wise, I guess I do the campaign because I have no experience on that. So if doing that, let me go bump up my settings. It's over. That should be loud enough. Alright. Now, this is the cool part. Basically, you could have standard, basically you start from 0, or start in a time where you're already in tier 5. And there's a couple of tiers. I think there's like the max tier 7. I forgot the numerals. I haven't played in a while. I do know how to play this game though. I'll just go back to the regular basic. Yes, as like this game is. I don't know why it's still not like this. I don't know if it's a DLC, but this game came out last year of January. So what I played one was this, the Great Meadows, which I like. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna go quit out and redo this. Let's do it again. Let's see the difficulties. Oh yeah, this is what I was trying to do. So basically, this game is kind of hard. Depending on how you want to do it, I'm gonna do custom. And I like to make it easy. I'm not very of a hardcore gamer on this type of games. Frostpunk was hard. I could play it a little bit, but then it got to a point where like it was just horrible. So basically, I'm just gonna mimic whatever is on easy, but revamp it a little bit. Bam. Yeah, definitely low because the consumption on this game, even on very low, is hard. Like it's still bad. Death, really, exhaustion. I'm gonna skip that for now. Probability of extreme seasons. I'll have that on low because I know in my sandbox game, my first game I played, I disabled it. I had both these options disabled. I'm gonna have it on low because I don't know what that is. I haven't had it. Maybe it's like fires. Oh yeah, it's fires and lightning. That's right. So this is basically if I want to have like a huge firestorm or a lightning strike on rainy days, and that means power outages. Basically, the whole setup is you're trying to rebuild your civilization to back to like a modern era, or back to whatever it used to be. I'll keep it on low. Yeah. Death rate to X. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm gonna have that off. Basically, just means they could fall and die, or diseases. The disease wasn't really an issue, but I did run into some prompts about this. Alright, let's make sure I have everything. Service needs, yeah. Whole point of this is just to show off the game. We're doing Great Meadows. So this is playing the campaign, so actual like story events, which I don't know. Sandbox had some events, but it didn't. From the trailer, it looks like a lot. A lot of things happen. I don't need the tutorial. Alright. Let's do this. Okay. So, the way I had my base last set up was I started right in the center area. Now, the reason why I like city building games is the design of the buildings. Basically, the layouts, all the custom work you do. So basically, to start off the game is we have on our left side the tech tree, reports. It gets into a whole bunch of nonsense. I didn't really pay attention to half this stuff. I was just playing, and I survived and I beat the game. Not the campaign though. I'm talking like sandbox. So basically the whole thing is there's a whole bunch of tech tree. You can't see it now because you had to go to your era, or cycle. And I made it all the way down here to 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's only 8 tiers. Now, the one thing that was very disappointing in this game was it didn't get to a point where we could make robots. Like it didn't go into the futuristic events of this game. Which, I mean, it's okay. Like, it was kind of underwhelming, but it's like you can't really do much about that. And so these icons are like bonuses that you want to get to, and how you actually get these resources. So I can't really do much. So maybe I should do it over here. Because in my first playthrough, I built over here first, which is okay. But this forest is a lifesaver. Alright, yeah. Now, I do have music lowered. So you're not going to really hear a lot of stuff. So in the early game, I have to focus on mushrooms. Mushrooms are your friends. Lumber. So normally when I put the game, I just play the 2x. So basically, there's going to be a whole lot of reading. I'm kind of sad that there's no voiceover for this part. There are some voices, but yeah. Basically talking about you're the new governor. While a civilian fell, we're trying to rebuild it. I don't need tutorial. Let's do it right. Yeah, the dirt path really doesn't mean anything. It's kind of just for show. Or at least that's what I found out. Like, I didn't really suffer anything. But I did try to avoid it. Now, we do have a electricity situation too. Now, the thing is, this is kind of far though. And each building that you make, you have to add in your actual like people. Like, it requires actual people to be in here. Yeah, basically over time you're gonna get knowledge, and knowledge is basically what you use for developing new systems and all that nonsense. It show your resources and your knowledge you acquire. Speaking of knowledge, I think we do it now. Basic construction, no, yeah, because we need lumber. And I think since I built a little bit too far away, it's gonna take a little bit longer. Now, the one good thing about this game is normally building games, base building, resource collection, you have your unit get the supplies and head all the way back. Here, it's just autonomous. Like, you put your workers here, and it just basically auto-collects. Now, people your people system. You have three classes. You have the workers, craftsmen, and then the professionals. They both all give little bonuses and whatnot. Alright. So, yeah, you can't really go far. Put it this way. Because the way I do my buildings and base buildings is the 4x4. Oh, mess up there. Now, I do like the path building, where it actually slices through the rocks. I found that very interesting. Yeah, you're not going to hear a lot of music because I've turned that off. I don't know if it's copyright. I don't know what. So we have, as always, we have like a food and water meter that we got to quickly get into. Yeah. Alright, we're going to need this. Basics. And basically, we just could continue going down and down and down until we get to our main stuff, which gets into machinery and logistics and all that nonsense. But that's like near end game. I felt, for me, when I was playing my first game, I liked it, but then when you get to the end game portion, where you only have a couple things left, you kind of beat the game. Now, on the other side, there is a world map, which we don't have access to yet. And the map is actually pretty big, but it's only for like getting resources, building supply depots. And now we have simple meal. Alright. Now, we do need the water pump, though. So I'll probably do the same thing that I did. Because over here, we gotta go to... We have different layers. We have a water layer. Wind for like your turbines and windmills. The mining layer, which is over here. Basically your farming land. And drilling. Basically, this means oil. Last time, I kind of messed up in this area. Because I had my main industrial stuff over here. But at the same time, when you get to the oil part, it feels like this game is like not finished. It feels like it has a lot of potential. Like I said, the game's been out for like a year, almost a year. Yeah. At the recording this time, this game came out January 24th, and this recording is like the 30th of the 25. Alright. Yeah, I could get into that. The shacks and living. But my terminology is not there. Alright. Now, I believe these do regenerate over time, these water drops. So I'm not too worried about that. I was noticing in my playthrough that it was like recharging. I was like, recharging? That's interesting. Well, that's going. I'm going to do my layout of... Probably get like right here. Oh. I don't like that. Okay. Then I'm gonna go this way and build this way. Now, normally there in a lot of city building games, you have like this faction or dissatisfying of like infrastructure or industrial. This game doesn't have that, which I actually like. Because sometimes it gets a little bit annoying, but overall, it's not bad. Oh, that's right, I never even named the camp. Now, if you read the prompts, it goes by days. I technically beat the game at year 15-ish. I only had like 3 very short scenes left, but I practically had the whole... I was living off. I was good. Like, I was set, so I just kind of quit the game. Because time flows by when in the middle stage. Okay, I need to get production going soon. I'll do... Because I built over here, too. I was just over the place. Probably put over here. Might be the best spot. And you also have to always connect these roads as the arrow points. Always connecting these roads. Alright, I need to get into the housing now. I'll probably build... Yeah, I'm gonna go this way. I'm better this way. Now I said I don't know how long I'm going to do the series. I don't know the campaign at all. I know for me it took roughly 5.5 hours to basically beat the game at the rate I was going at. Let's do mushrooms. You have a whole bunch of food options, but it's like the game really only wanted a simple meal for me. Like it didn't really change the food variety at all. You know, it's kind of like buggy at that part. Alright, so the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to probably have it like right here. Redo. You do a 4x4. And you basically wrap it around. I need more stone. I'm going to leave over here for now open. Mainly because of the, you know, the entertainment stuff. To give your people a happy feeling. And at the same time, yeah, here's the specials. Basically, by clicking on that icon, you could do your distributions, which I'm going to do. This is basically to up the morale. Water. It might hurt me in the long run right now, since it's early stage. But it should be fine. Okay, so now that's unlocked. We can't go here because we're not at that cycle, so we're pretty much just sitting by. We're gonna need a lot of wood, a lot of it. Also, probably gonna need do a stockpile over here, because building these houses requires power, which is we're gonna unlock in cycle 2. So basically, we need a huge industrial area, which I'm gonna put over here. At the same time, ores all over this place, because the ores that you have is tin, copper, bronze, and iron. I don't have enough stone. I'm just have to wait. New Iron Age. So basically, we enter a new cycle. We have to research this. So we don't automatically get unlocked, which is, I know, it's kind of like eh. But we should probably let's see. So we can't do any of this. We have to get to ironworking first, and we need stone for that. Yeah, we're the wait on this. Now we can make more. We can with the population. We basically do. Boy, I might do that. And this is how you change the tiers. How's that draining? 8. I don't like that. Losing a water. I know middle/end. I was struggling with water a little bit, but I quickly fixed it. I might want to make another one of those, but I don't have the... Yeah, now we have the tavern. Do research. Probably have to do this again. I'm gonna just build it right here for now. Because once these resources are gone, that's pretty much it. Probably focus more on stone here. Yeah. Because I need to get that stone up, like, fast. You know, there's no really rush. I don't think there's a huge rush. Besides those the disasters I was talking about. Stone still. But yeah, basically I do the 4x4. So 4, and do another 4, and I just build it straight up. Make basically residential area. Now, like I said, I do like the designs of these buildings. Right now, it just started off, and there's 2 more upgrades. There's no, even though if you go to, there's no, tier 4 is not even highlighted. That's what I'm saying. It feels like they're adding more. As you can see in the top right, early access under development. But then this game's been it for a year plus. It's just the game has a lot of potential. They need to expand it to the point where you have like futuristic like robots now. Because it got to the industrial some things. I'm trying to explore it, but that's kind of endgame. It's kind of it. Now this campaign mode has something else, which I don't know, no clue on. And you're gonna notice during middle of the game or mid game, you're gonna have a lot of people. Like I had a lot of people in my place. Alright, we should probably start saving up our stone for this, because we gotta get this going. Now I do like the designs though, because you hold a lot of storage. And basically this is to extend it so far of all the new products and resources that you find. Because I'm not too busy worried about hunting right now. I need to do this though. I can't have that water going down. Now, I'm not too worried about here because I don't really build out here. It's the dang stone. I know I wasn't hurt on stone in my last game because I built over here first. Like I sat back here, I sat back and I was trying to figure out how to play the game. Yeah, but there's a whole lot of 2025 games that says it's gonna be a release 2025, but a whole bunch of games I'm looking forward to, and I'm hoping it releases and doesn't get delayed. I know we're gonna upgrade this setup. There's only 2 upgrades after this. Your main hall basically it gets upgraded. It's only after you upgrade some of your buildings. All right, I might speed the game up. I don't remember it being this slow. I was set on 2. Winter. That basically means all your plants, your mushrooms, your wheat, any plant type will not grow, which we should be fine. Okay, we're still increasing. We're increasing that by a major portion. Okay, so now we got this. Just back at 2. This is basically bees to get honey to make your special liquor. So what we want from this is we want to go into. We can't go forward yet. We don't have a mine yet. I mean, we can mine from this now. Uh-oh. We should try. We can do better. There should already be above. 20. Probably because of this. Oh, and entertainment, yeah. Basically, it's because I'm liking things this way. It's not an issue right now. So we're gonna need to do the forge, because I believe we can now at this place. Yeah. So now we're gonna collect some iron, more tools. Okay. Metal, we can give us the yep. Basically, explain now we could make tools. Basic tool, yeah. Basically just the objectives in the game. So I should probably no, yeah. I should probably start doing the industrial buildings over here now. Because there's gonna be a lot of buildings to do. Yeah, I'll do that. But first, let me get the layout for this, though. Because we don't need the metal yet. Yeah, because they're not using that yet. So let's go and do another one. Alright. This. Do this. How do I have it this way? So it's that way. And that way. And I might do one more over. And you just trap it. Basically making a residential. Now do one more over. And I do one more. And that should be the layout. So now I can just build upwards again. So having a 3x3 residential area. And then over here I could start doing my actual manufacturing. Because I know a part of these mountains there's like mines. So probably back not in that oil area. So we want to build more up front here. As long as it's not going this way. So let's start doing this. I'm just making the grand layout. And we're just based off this line of the industrial. It's been a year, woo. Basically your highlights. That's basically what this is. So now, what do we hunt on? Okay, we're hunting that. And that's because it's winter. Now, we're doing great on meals, though. I don't even know what we did, but we did it. We increased the morale by sitting back and making houses. Stockpile we have already, so we should probably start doing... I'm going to leave the sector for that. So right here are mines. I don't know how I want to do this. Like this. And we're basis off of that. We do like an industrial forge. And we're gonna need wires. Wires are very useful. And then we'll do. I do it this way. We should do that way too. Yeah, it's whatever. It's fine. It should be fine like that. Because since these are longer, it's going to consume a lot more space. That's why I did these up top. Now we mass expanded. We need to get more mushrooms going. So, what are we doing over here? We're going to have to get this going, but that needs basics tools. So that means we should have a decent amount of iron. That means when they first make this, I'm going to pop in some units for basic tools. I think the campaign really starts off when you get the open map, which is later on. I don't know if it... Yeah, they need tools. I don't know when exactly. So that makes that, and this building is going to make the tools. This is the forge, which we're going to need a lot of later on. That's why I built so many right now. No, this requires... Okay, it just needs building. Okay, so now we're getting a plus, but I'm not liking these odds though. Yeah, be 14. we're near a good meat area, which my area was right here. Because you have the 2 meat and you're just going to be doubled up. Oh, I didn't even have a vote for these guys. They have rocks in the way. Alright, let's go do that. Make it happen. Basically, upgrade our main hall, which we have all the resources for. Which they should start now. Very soon. Yep. Oh, that's right. I forgot about power. I'm supposed to focus on expanding. That's right.
Long live the innocent.
I need tools which require power. I actually built a little bit more houses. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna demolish this for now because I need the power. Because without the power, I can't make these tools. Yes. Yes. And it's also the forges too. So I want to disable a forge. It should give me... Because as long as I have the layout, we should be fine. Try to destroy 2 more. I start getting resources back because I completely forgot about the power situation. I was busy just expanding out. Because that uses power. I'm gonna turn this off. It should be positive now. Windmill, okay. Alright, now we don't want to... This is where the ugly part happens. Depends on where you plant this. Alright, that's the road. That's going to lead us to a trader. Which I don't want to do that right now. The train is kind of useless in this game if you're on in my mode. This is a huge area for power, though. That's far. I never built that far. Yeah, this whole area right here is just a vein of it. We don't need roads for this. I'm gonna put it over here. Just so it's not in the way of the aesthetics of the place. Because my first playthrough, it was horrible. I had so many turbines and it just didn't look right. But once you get to the a certain thing, it's gonna be good. So you should be good on housing for now. Let's see if I can do anything else. No, requires iron. Ooh, I can do this. That's an unlocked tavern. This is next, the hunting. Small community, blah, blah, blah. Basically, they want to have us be traders. To summarize that whole context. Now, we just need to wait for these turbines to be built, or windmills. See, that's the thing about this game. There's no one really over here building it. It just builds. Now, our power's going to just shoot the roof. So now that means I could go and start doing my same residential nonsense. Bada boom. Now our thing's back. We turn on the power. And they need iron, which is fine. It's whatever. We're gonna need more people though. Like we're running kind of low on that. So we have this, we have that. Our food's looking great. But our backups are looking awful. We need more shelters. We'll get it done. Yeah, basically, I already had this objective thing. Now, this is for kind of a not very later. It's not very mid either. So I should probably do like maybe this way. Yeah, I'll make more. Your artwork is doing good. Yeah, I'll put the cemetery. Alright, I don't want to use too much land over here because that's my agriculture. Oh, yes, people. I'm gonna probably put the cemetery over here. No. I'm gonna keep more in the distance. Probably right over here. Because this is how we get all our people in the beginning. Now, see, we get to a whole new cycle way too fast because I don't even have half the things researched yet. Because it takes time to do the research. Because next up is this, and we're going to need leather. Because they're going to want clothes, they're going to want all this nonsense. Oh, points, I like the progression. They don't have tier 4 yet. Basically, you sell your goods to get goods, but he has nothing. Why do he ask for a trade when he has nothing? I've never had that happen. Yeah, see the little bar, the little gray line? That's basically showing what you have and what not. It's the speed of progression. How many days it takes. That's the cemetery is probably made for when you're playing this game on a harder difficulty. You're losing actual people. The only people I lost in my game was because of old age. That's it. Nothing over here. Oh, yeah, we don't have that unlocked yet. So let's do this. Now it's just a bunch of research we gotta catch up on. What's going on here? They need iron. They need more iron. Meaning that our iron ore is not enough. So that's where this comes along. Oh, that's useful. Yeah, all this stuff is useful. Yeah, I'll put this now. Yeah, put it like that. As long as I don't go too... Yeah, as long as I don't go in here. And I use all this land out here. Yeah, I'll get it started. So, we don't really need this. Actually, no, we do. Probably put it right here. This is my agriculture. Because it's getting low. No, tons of power right now, so it's good in that. Let me turn that into leather. Is my research done? Okay, good. So that means we need to get paper because next thing is going to require all paper. And so from this part, we're almost to mid. Yeah, once you get to the crop rotation, yeah, because we're almost to mid level of research. Because it's going to continue onwards and onwards. Because we're right here now. But yeah, there's a whole lot more tech though. All right. Yeah, I need to do something about that iron. What's the population? Just to smooth things over. Should probably. No, not that. I know there is an ore thing down here too, which I might do right now. Even though I don't want to build down here, but if I can knock out these rocks, I'll just destroy the road after. Because once the resource drains from here, that's it. Okay, so this, now I need to go make the, yeah. So, I'm gonna do this right here. Where's the arrow? Put it right here. I just need to get more iron. Because I'm losing a lot more than I'm producing. Chop the trees in. Yeah, there's still 8,000 iron here. Yeah. So that means I need to use this thing to make medicine. Basically, you're gonna need a whole lot of these buildings just for like each one. Now the medicine then might be. I know I got to a certain point where I just kept it running and I just didn't have to do it anymore. Blah improving health. Because now since I have this, now it's basically for this region or this area. Alright, what's next? Oh, it's still in development because I'm gonna need another lumber. That's what I'm gonna do. So my wood is gonna take a huge tank soon. So I'm probably gonna do another lumber. Do lumber right here. This one's gonna produce paper. That's gonna produce lumber. Fast, blah blah, gaining more and more blah as our days are getting over. Yeah, started paper production. So that means we have it researched. So after this, yeah, because everything requires paper, a lot of paper. Yep, paper now. So basically, I am locked on all the stuff besides this. Clay and brick is also very useful. I'm just doing a stockpile on this because honey would be useful. Do paper. What's that do for us? So that's more. We need more rules. See, this is what the part I was talking about where it reminds you of Frostpunk. Is all of this regulations. Basic free trade, workforce, but the morale's good. I mainly just did the plus morale to get them all happy. Yeah, that's gonna require bricks. Alright, so I'm probably gonna end the episode here. We're hitting the 44-minute mark. I don't know what it was gonna be with the campaign. I'm still in the early progression stage. I'm getting there. I'm basically speeding the game up, speedrun this game, just to show you guys the game itself. I think the campaign's gonna officially start on the map, because on the map you go to these specific locations, and I'm thinking that's where the campaign starts. Because Sandbox, I was just exploring, I was gathering and doing logistics. That's all it was. And in the trailer, I'm seeing like actual like events happening. I'm thinking that's the campaign. All right. On that note, I hope you guys like this. One circle one. I forget the name. Well, overall, I'll see you guys next time.